Hey everyone. Well, it's a beautiful day here at Walker Farm. As you can see behind me, the sun is shining and one of our sunflowers is just bloomed out in the last day or two. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick as we start the vlog off. But today we are going to get a little more work done on the chicken coop. It's been a little bit of trial and error and getting the tire on there and getting supplies. But today, I think we have enough supplies to go ahead and get started, and hopefully we'll have the foundation finished up. By foundation, I mean the floor of the coop. So we're getting inside the shop, and we'll get to work on the chicken coop. So a few things that we did get to help out. We got a brace or two to help brace it down. We got a jack to put on. I got a bolt-on jack, so we'll see how that works. And we got to put the tire back on. Then we can start cutting lumber and get it started. So let's go ahead and get going. All right, so one of the first things we got to do to get this coop ready to roll is put some tires on it. The tire was flat, if you guys remember from the last video, and we had to get that repaired. So it's back now, and we'll get ahead and get that on. And my help, you're probably wondering where my help's at. Ransom was just finishing up a nap. Ranger's just finishing up supper. So I do expect them to be out here to help me out in just a few minutes. But right now they gotta finish up eating and resting, and they'll be ready to go. So again, this DeWalt 20 volt impact has really been nice. Little Father's Day present. And I've learned that to start these things, it's better off using the lowest setting, and we can turn that up if we need to when we're done. So now I've got them on there and started. Turn it up a little bit. All right, so they're all tight, ready to go. There she's ready to roll. So the next thing we're going to work on is the jack. So I picked this up at our local tractor supply company for around $35. It's just a sidewind round swivel jack rated for 1,000 pounds and 10-inch lift height. So this one actually has some mounting brackets. So what I'm going to do is use the brackets and the bolts that came with it. All right, so luckily somebody came out here to join us. What's up, Ranger?
What's up?
How was lunch?
Good.
Good. We had a little bit of pizza and some Italian sandwiches. It was pretty good. Ranger was finishing up eating. He's out here now. So Ranger got some new gloves today. He's going to show you guys. Where'd you get those at, buddy?
Tractor supply.
Ranger likes wearing gloves so he don't get splinters and stuff, right, bud? Mm-hmm. Especially when we're using this wood. So I'm going to go ahead and we went ahead and put this jack up to about the height we think it needs to be. And Ranger's going to hold it up. So if you want to, can you hold it with two hands like that? You probably have to hold it off, not on the handle, but on the bottom right here. That'll work. All right, so Ranger and I got this thing cinched up. The jack is working. It's pretty solid. We were able to pull it together, and so it kind of formed around that pipe. But I think I'm going to still take it down and kind of tack weld that on just to be safe. Better safe than sorry. As you can see here, we can roll it around a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that these skids are held down tight to the trailer. And the next thing we're going to do is start putting some of the floor joists on. So that's the next thing up.
So Gary and I have mentioned how we both grew up on a farm, raising cattle and different things like that. Our family farms looked a little different, but in a lot of ways they looked the same. So I'm going to take you around today and kind of show you my parents' farm and the different things we have here and just kind of where I grew up and what I call home. So I know a lot of times homesteaders get into it when they're older. Gary and I have been homesteading, farming for a very long time. our entire lives, really. We both have lived on a farm our entire lives. We do our farming maybe a little different than our families do, but a lot of ways we do it the same way we've done for generations and generations. Hey, Smokey. Smokey. Smokey and Tiny. What's up, guys? How you boys doing? Doing good? You guys doing all right today? So some of you guys have asked about horses and riding horses and if we are ever going to have horses. Well, we actually have some horses. These are out at my parents' house. Until Ranger was around 2-ish, until we bought the new farm, we had horses and we trail rode. We bought and sold horses quite a bit, finding the right fits. We did play days, we did trail riding, we even did some local horse shows and things. So we did horses for a while and we really enjoyed it. But then we got the new farm and a lot more cattle and things, and horses take up a lot of time just like anything else, and so we weren't able to devote as much time to the horses as they needed, so we've sold several. And then these are the kids' horses that my parents have kept, so on days when we can trail ride or do things, so that we're able to do that. So those of you that's asked about horses, yes, horses, they're just not on Walker Farm, they're on my parents' farm.
All right, so the next thing we want to do is make sure that this doesn't move on us. And one place that we can secure it at directly to the pipe is right up here in front. So we have the 7-inch U-bolt that we're going to slide in just right here under this pipe and go over our 4x4. All right, again, I'm just using this impact in all kinds of ways today. We're going to suck this up. Try to do it pretty even on both sides. All right, so that got it down there. That metal's starting to bend. So that's about as solid as it's going to get without breaking anything. And so we got the front board secured. I'm going to go back and secure one of the other ones before we start mounting boards to this. So to hold down the back of the chicken coop from going side to side on that trailer, I'm going to use some old chain I have and some lag bolts. So this is just a piece of lag chain. It's about 3 foot long. It's got an end on it that I never really liked anyway. So I'm going to use this to secure the back of it. So to use this chain though, I need to cut it to the length I need. All right, so it's a little hot. As you can see there, I got that first one cut. So we have it cut to length. That's what I was wanting to get this thing secured. So we'll go ahead and get over there and see if it'll work for us. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is drill a pilot hole right here to put in our lag bolt or anchor bolt. And next, we're going to go ahead and take our lag bolt and feed it through the end of the chain. And again, this chain was just a piece of scrap. It was the one chain that I had that would actually work with these lag bolts that are pretty good size. So that's the reason we're using this. There's no specific reason there other than that. But I'm just going to get that on there. All right, so that is on there tight. I'm going to move it around to where it's going to angle correctly. But now I'm just going to go around this pipe and come back up here on the other side and put in another lag bolt. So what that's going to do is keep this, whoops, on top of my tape measure. That's going to keep this trailer, this platform on this trailer from going side to side. And if I ever need to take this off, I'll just come back in here, remove these bolts, if I'm lucky. If I could just cut them off if I had to, and then I could just pull it off of the trailer. But as you can see right there, once that chain's on there tight, and I have one similar on the other side, this board's going nowhere, which will secure it from going side to side, and then that front one will also secure it. So hopefully that'll be enough. If not, I can always come in and brace it up a little bit better. All right, so I got both sides on now. You can see there. It goes around this pipe. And the same thing on the other side goes around that. So this board, it might move maybe a ½ inch at most, but that's going to keep that secured down to this trailer frame. All right, so we got it all laid out the way it's going to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut 48-inch 2x4 for the front, 1 for the back, and we're getting close to being ready to screw this down and get some plywood. About ready to call it a night tonight. It's about time to go in and get the kids in bed, but we'll get right back at it tomorrow.